Animated Anarchy series presents the Animated Showdown.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. It is afternoon. We are here on your lunch break. This is Animated Showdown episode 27. This is the final episode of Animated Showdown that's going to happen in stage 2. Stage 3 starts on Saturday. So we're going to finish it up. It's a very anime-heavy show, which made Dave put whipped cream on his nipples, which is why he's not on camera. All right. Today's battles. Of course, I'm your host, Dutchy, joined as always by Money E.
What's up?
Sean.
Hello.
And Wildcard Dave.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Today's battles are Hellsing Ultimate versus Ace of the Diamond. We're also going to see MAGI Adventures of SINBAD take on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Black Lagoon takes on INUYASHA. Mr. Bean, the animated series, takes on American Dad. And My Hero Academia takes on Neon Genesis Evangelion in the main event. So that is what we have to look forward to. So for those of you that have never seen the show before, we're going to get the randomizer going here. It is going to tell us what 5 categories we're going to use. The guys are going to judge. If a show wins 3-0, it is 30 points. 3-1 is 20 points. 3-2 is 10, and then 5 for the loser. If you are swept, you lose 10 points. After this episode is done, Eric is going to – I'm going to send all the standings to Eric. He's going to do the math, and we're going to print out a new leaderboard. There is going to be –
I might already be done by then.
Yeah. I have to keep it up for a fact. So there's going to be a significant change in the leaderboard. There's also going to be a significant change for stage 3. And what that is if there is a category that one of these guys does not like, then they have the opportunity to try to change it. So if we get voice acting and Eric doesn't like it because voice acting is his least favorite category, he could say, okay, first he has to go, Master Dave, is it okay if I change it? And then
unless I change the animation stuff.
Yeah. And then kiss his ring. And then if he decide, he'll say, all right, this is what I want to change it with. And then either Ren or Stimpy have to agree to change it. It only takes one, so it's a 2 out of 3 vote, and then that's how that changes. Now, only one person is allowed to change it per show.
Yep.
So if one category gets changed, that's the only category that can get changed on that episode. So. All right.
Should we make it where the same person can't do it like back weeks where everybody has to wait until the other 2 are do it? So it's fair.
I mean, we can do that just so somebody's not complaining every week about a certain category.
I think that's fair. What do you think, guys?
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
All right. Sean's just get started with the show.
I think he died.
All right. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go. All right. 1 click.
1 click.
And all right. Here we go. A little bit different than last show.
Yep.
You got your favorite, Dave.
Yeah.
Fan base, animation. We got theme song, humor, And voice acting.
You know which one we didn't get that I'm happy we didn't get?
What's that?
Merch.
Yeah.
Goddamn merch.
All right. Sean, what do we think?
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Okay. All right. So fan base. Humor. Voice acting. Now, on Wednesday's show, we did not. Every battle was a sweep. So we'll see if that happens here.
I don't think it will.
You mean on Saturday show, Doug?
Yeah. What did I say last week?
I think you said Wednesday. I thought I heard you say Wednesday.
All right. Well, anyway, whatever show we did last was the one where everything was a sweep. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get started. First battle is Hellsing Ultimate, 1-0 in the division of Mike Thomas. I believe they have 20 points. Taking on the 1-0, 20-point Ace of the Diamond in the division of Anthony Visco. So we start with fan base. Eric, who had the bigger fan base?
From what I researched, the overall fan base goes to Helsing. Did I say that?
Hellsing?
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You said it right. Hellsing.
Okay. But Dave, here's the ultimate question. Did he get it right?
I do agree with Eric here. I do feel like they have the larger, loyal fan base here. They do have a pretty active engagement on social medias and whatnot. And I think it's one of the more discussed dark animes that are out there. Ace of Diamond fan base, I just feel like it's a lot smaller, but they are still a passionate fan base, but I just think it's a lot smaller compared to Hellsing Ultimate's fan base.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like Ace Diamond is more sports oriented fans.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, I also gave this a Hellsing. Everything that I saw, they had such a higher volume of fans.
All right. Hellsing Ultimate is up 1-0. 2 more and then they sweep. We move on to animation style. Sean, whose animation was better?
Oh, I also gave this one to Hellsing. Slight edge. I just thought it was a little cleaner.
Okay. All right. Eric.
I thought both animations were very good, but I give the edge to Helsing too, just slightly.
Okay. Dave?
Yeah, I think Hellsing Ultimate takes us in animation. I think it's a little more polished. They have that dark aesthetic value to it. It has more intense action, so it's the artwork's a little more detailed. So I think they did a phenomenal job there. Ace of the Diamond, they did a pretty good job, but I feel like they have a solid, consistent animation, but it's more for showcasing like baseball action. It's not really like, combat where like it's super fast paced and stuff like that. It's more like cinematic drama type animation. So for that reason, I went with Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay. All right. They're up 2-0. 1 more and then they sweep. We go to theme song. Who had the better theme song, Dave?
I kind of like Ace of the Diamond here. I like the high energy, upbeat type of pop rock kind of type deal that they had going.
Okay. All right. Sean?
I'm sticking to Hellsing Ultimate. one caught my attention a little more.
All
Both
right.
were good for sure.
Yeah, I mean, let me just clarify. Ace of Diamond is not bad. It just Hellsing caught my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that type of a genre though in your music too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, you're breaking a tie.
Yeah, I'm going with Sean here. I agree with Sean. I just enjoyed Hellsing a little bit more. Ace of Diamond was pretty good too, but I give it to Hellsing.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't give a little more love to the baseball anime.
Yeah, the ones I did, we didn't get the categories, so and that we did, but we didn't get to it. So
Gotcha. Because, well, we know Eric's a baseball fan. Because he loves holding balls. But anyway. All right. Hellsing Ultimate gets 30 points out of this. They win 3-0. Ace of the Diamond is going to lose 10 points. We move on. The next one is MAGI Adventures of Sinbad in the division of Nick Cosmo taking on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. 1-0 in the division of Becky Elstrom. By the way, if Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood sweeps, then they get then they're going to be in that upper echelon. We start with fan base. Who had the bigger fan base, Dave?
I'm going with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood right here. They have a massive mainstream fandom. It's a must-watch for anime fans. So I just think because it's so massive, MAGI, The Adventures of Sinbad don't really stand a chance in this category.
Okay. All right. Eric?
yeah, I went with Brotherhood too. From what I read and researched, I don't think it's even close. I think Brotherhood has a huge global fan base.
All right. Sean?
Full Metal Alchemist.
All right. They are going to win. They are going to get this first category. They're up 1-0. Two more and then they sweep. Animation style is next. Sean, go ahead.
I'm sticking to Full Metal Alchemist. I love the art design. I think it's kind of like, it's not as defined, but it's nice and, detailed and everything. Everything just kind of flows with the show.
All right. Dave?
Yeah, for animation, I went with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I thought it was highly consistent, super fluid in its action sequences. I thought they were really detailed with the animation. Like, you got one of the brothers that is got a arm made out of metal and a leg made out of metal, and it's pretty detailed on that metal. And you see a lot of different things of the sort. There's no shot to MAGI Adventures of Sinbad. They had a beautiful, vibrant colors and all that, but I just thought Full Metal Alchemist edged this one out.
Okay. All right. Eric?
Yeah, I went with Brotherhood too. I just thought it was more detailed and more cleaner, and I liked both of them, but Brotherhood just takes it.
Gotcha. All right. We move on to theme song. Who had the better theme song, Eric?
I actually went with what is it called? MAGI Adventures of Sinbad. I just
Okay.
enjoyed the theme song better. I thought it had more rhythm for me.
Okay. All right. Sean?
Oof. Oh, I had this one tight. I gave this one to Adventure of Sinbad.
Oh wow! Okay.
All right. No sweep is
No
going to
sweep.
happen. Dave?
I went the opposite way. I went with Full Metal Alchemist. It's more of an iconic theme song, so I think that's why I like it so much. But that's not any diss to MAGI. I thought they did a pretty good job. That it fit the Arabian themed type adventure tone. I thought they did a pretty good job with it.
All right. So Magi Adventures of Sinbad is on the board. They are not going to get swept. But we move on to humor. What show was funnier, Dave?
I'm going to go with Magi Adventures of Sinbad. I think it's a little more lighthearted of an anime, so it has more room for humor. Full Metal Alchemist is a little more serious of an anime. There is some humor in it, but there is a lot of more mature, darker atmosphere going on in that anime.
Okay. Go ahead, Eric.
I went with Brotherhood because I just enjoyed the more dark humor in that show. So, as Dave said.
You're a freak. All right. Sean, you get to break a tie.
Oh, man. I'm just kidding. I gave this one to Sinbad.
All right. All right. So it's going to be a close one here. They're both going to get points. But the last category is voice acting. And Sean, you get to start.
I gave this one to Full Metal Alchemist. I just think they just did a more solid job at, portraying who they needed to portray and getting their story across. And yeah, I just enjoyed that one a lot more.
All right. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with Sean here. I think he said a lot of what I was going to say. I thought they also did a really good job hitting emotional depth in some of their scenes. If you get further into it, you'll see some of those scenes. But yeah, like you see the brothers like in early on, you see them try to bring their mother back, and they're trying to bring her back, but to bring back something in alchemy, you have to have something of equivalent exchange. So he lost his brother and his arm and leg, and you hear him screaming and freaking out. It's pretty emotional, and it captivates you, I think, in a really good way. So I thought they did a fantastic job on that voice acting.
All right. Eric?
Yep, sweep it. I went with Brotherhood too. I just enjoyed the voice acting more, and it was more crisp.
All right. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is going to win this 3-2. They're going to get 10 points out of it. And Magi Adventures of Sinbad is going to get 5. So they still get points. We're going to move on to the next battle, which is Black Lagoon, 1-0, 30 points in the division of Kenneth Williams III. Takes on INUYASHA, 1-0, 20 points in the division of Mike Burns. We start with fan base. Eric, who had the bigger fan base?
From what I read, it was, I can't pronounce.
INUYASHA?
Not Black Lagoon, but the other one.
INUYASHA.
Thank you.
All right. So, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with with Eric here. I'm going with INUYASHA. I just thought they had a larger, more enduring, and more of a mainstream fan base. It's a 90s classic anime. It's got over 50 million copies sold worldwide. It's huge. So for that reason, because Black Lagoon is more of like a smaller cult following, I would have to go INUYASHA here.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, sweep it. INUYASHA, my friend.
All right. INUYASHA is going to get this first category. Black Lagoon had the opportunity. They could have swept it and gone into the upper echelon. They are not going to because they lost this first category. Animation style is next. Who had the better animation, Sean?
I actually went with Black. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong. No, I am on the right one. Black Lagoon.
All right.
I think that was almost like lifelike comic book style animation, and it was done very well.
Okay. Eric.
I went the opposite. I thought that would had more detailed, and I just thought it was better.
All right. So the that in which Eric is referring to is something that he cannot pronounce, INUYASHA.
INUYASHA.
Yeah. All right.
I tried.
Somebody who Eric would like in his Yasha. Dave, it is your turn.
I'm actually going with Black Lagoon here. I thought it was more consistent. It's also a Madhouse production. So Madhouse is the one that did the animations for this, which they're renowned for their animation style. It's got fast-paced gunfights. It's highly detailed in all their violent action sequences, and I thought they did an excellent job bringing that gritty, moody atmosphere into the show as well. INUYASHA, it just was inconsistent at times. It didn't really have a consistent fluid motion, it felt like, in some of the episodes. So therefore I went with Black Lagoon.
All right. We're tied 1-1. So we move on to theme song. Who had the better theme song, Eric?
Better theme song. I went with INUYASHA. I just enjoyed that better. I thought it was more. I thought both of them were good, but I just enjoyed that one more.
All right. Sean?
I actually stuck with Black Lagoon.
All right. Dave, you get to break another one.
Yeah, I think it's because it's more iconic to me, and just because, like, when I hear it, I know what it is. For that reason, I'm going with INUYASHA.
INUYASHA.
Yeah. And you wash it and then you dry it. All right. INUYASHA is up 2-1. They can win it in the with this next category, which is humor. Which show was funnier, Sean?
This was a hit and miss for me because I thought both of them were kind of equally on the same board with humor, but I gave this one to INUYASHA.
All right. All right, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Sean here. I thought INUYASHA had a little more consistent humor in it. It definitely, had a good balance between comedy and action, I feel like. And for that reason, I'm going with them. Black Lagoon is more of like a cynical brand of humor. So, yeah, for that reason, I'm going with INUYASHA.
All right. Eric?
Sweep it. I just laughed more with that show. I thought the characters made it better. Made it more better.
All right. INUYASHA is going to win it 3-1. All right, so they are going to get to 20 points. Black Lagoon does not lose any, but they do not gain any either. Next up is Mr. Bean, the animated series, 1-0, 20 points in the division of Blaine Zavala, taking on American Dad. 0-1, negative 10 points in the division of Jimmy Morrison. If American Dad gets swept, they move into that bottom of the barrel territory. We'll see what happens. We start with fan base, and Sean, we'd start with you.
Oh, we're on American Dad, you said, right?
American Dad versus Mr. Bean.
Okay, yeah, I had those pinned up. Okay, I gave this one to American Dad. I just think Mr. Bean is more like, if I was going to give it to him, if I based it off like comparison to the movies and the actual like show itself.
Yeah.
But I think just American Dad kind of captivated a larger fan base just because of the style of show it was compared to Mr. Bean.
Right.
And like the grittiness and quirkiness and immaturity of the show.
All righty. Eric, go ahead.
I went with Mr. Bean. From what I read, I think it was more global and more recognized globally.
All right, Dave, you're breaking another tie.
Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with Eric here. I think Mr. Bean takes this one. I think it was more of a global phenomenon. It was released in over 245 territories. On its YouTube channel, it surpassed 35 million subs. American Dad, it has less of a global reach. It also has less fan base than Family Guy or The Simpsons as well. So, I mean, when you look at American Dad, I just feel like it has a lot less than what people would think.
Right. I can agree with that. All right, Mr. Bean is going up 1-0. Two more, and then they sweep. We move on to animation. Who had the better animation, Dave?
I'm going to go with American Dad here. I thought its animation was a little more for me, I guess. I like it's hard to explain like how I like the 2D aesthetic, I guess, that they had. It just looked a lot cleaner to me. Mr. Bean kind of just it was funny looking to me.
Yeah.
So like it didn't really stand out as like, oh, this is really detailed or this is really good. American Dad, I feel like they had a little more to their character designs and their environment around them.
Right. Fair enough. All right. Sean, go ahead.
I gave it to American Dad. I don't know. I like that art style better.
All right. Fair enough. Eric?
Yeah, I went American Dad. I thought Mr. Bean was kind of blah to me.
All right. 1-1. So American Dad's not going to get swept here. We move on to theme song. I think this one's a little unfair, but Eric, go ahead and start.
Yeah, I went with American Dad. I don't think there was much of a theme for Mr. Bean.
No. All right. Sean?
Yeah, American Dad. I don't think there's any question.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like American Dad's theme song, but I mean, they have more of one than Mr. Bean did. All right, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with these guys. I'm going with American Dad. Thought it was pretty catchy. It's kind of iconic, I guess, as well.
Yeah. All right, American Dad can win it in this next category, which is humor. Which show was funnier, Dave?
See, I do like American Dad's humor a lot, but Mr. Bean, I feel like it was more like for more of an audience, like geared towards like families instead of like, more mature audience. But I prefer American Dad's humor a little more, so I went with them.
You're going American Dad?
Yeah.
I thought for a second you were going Mr. Bean.
It was pretty close to me because they geared towards a broader audience, but like, and they had some pretty good visual slapstick type humor into it. So I thought it was pretty good, but I like American Dad personally, myself.
All right.
Yep.
Sean?
Oh, yeah, I have to agree. I stuck with American Dad.
All right. Eric?
Yep, American Dad. I just prefer that humor better. Mr. Bean was pretty good humor too, but I just prefer the more adult humor.
All right, they're going to win it 3-1. So they get 20 points out of this. Mr. Bean gets nothing. That also means American Dad will be out of the negative. All right, main event. My Hero Academia, 1-0, 10 points in the division of Nick Visco. Neon Genesis Evangelion, 0-1, negative 10 points in the division of Blaine Zavala. we start with fan base. Dave, go ahead.
This one's a toss up, honestly, in my opinion. Because My Hero is like a newer show. It's got a very large, younger audience that are getting into it. But I'm going with Neon Genesis, just because it's long lasting. It's still in discussions. It's like people. It has a great reputation for high quality, and it's just been around. It's got more of a legacy, may I say, and the fan base is still captivated by that anime. So because My Hero is more of a recent, and still growing, and hasn't really left its legacy yet, I'm giving it to Neon Genesis.
All right, Sean.
I gave this one to My Hero Academia. Everything I saw in my own personal household, that one's the go-to.
All right. Oh yeah, because isn't it your wife's favorite anime?
One of them, yes.
All right. So okay, Eric, you're breaking a tie.
I went with Dave here. I went with Genesis. From what I read and saw, I mean, it's very close, Dave said, but I went with Genesis because it's more long lasting in the legacy.
All right. We now move on to animation style. Neon Genesis Evangelion is 2 away from a sweep. They can get themselves out of negative territory here. But Eric, let's start with you. Who takes it on animation?
This is very close, and I think both of them were very good. I went with My Hero here.
All right.
I thought it was more detailed and more cleaner, just a tad bit.
All right. Dave?
Yeah, I'm going with My Hero Academia here. It's more modern, so it's more polished. They have more technology to use at their disposal. So the fights scenes were more fluid. They had vibrant colors. It was very consistent quality, and they had a lot of different characters. So to take the time to do the animation on all those different characters takes time as well, and the designs. So I give it to My Hero Academia.
All right. Sean, go ahead.
I gave it to My Hero Academia. Crisper, cleaner, beautiful.
All right. Sean also just described most laundry detergents. All right. We move on to the next category, which is theme song. They're tied 1-1. Who had the better theme song, Sean?
I'm sticking to My Hero Academia. That one was more captivating, in my opinion.
All right.
More energetic.
All right, Dave, go ahead.
Sound.
Well, I agree that it does have more energy, Sean. I do believe that, but I'm going with Neon Genesis here. It's just more iconic in my eyes. It was ranked as the greatest anime opener of all time in Japan. It also topped Japanese karaoke charts for decades. So for that reason, and they had awesome anime visuals as well through that theme song. So I'm going with them.
Well, all right. It sounded like somebody had a razor going, so obviously somebody's getting ready for a butt shave.
I was wondering where that was coming from.
Yeah. Eric's about to get pampered. All right, Eric. Before that happens, you get to break the tie.
I agree with Sean here. I went with My Hero. I just like more energy into the theme.
All right. My Hero Academia is up 2-1. One more, and then they get the category, they get the win. We move on to humor. What show was funnier, Dave?
I'm going with My Hero. here. I just thought it was a little more consistent with the humor. I love Bakugo. He's kind of like always like super intense, but it's hilarious. And I just thought they had a lot of scenes where like it makes you crack up that you're not expecting. The little purple dude, I forget his name, but yeah, he cracks me up. I think he's one of the funniest people on that show, and between him and Bakugo, I think they're hilarious, and I think there's a lot of humor in the show, as well as like serious fighting action scenes. But yeah, I give this one my hero.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, I went with my hero too. I just found that more funny.
Yeah, we know you went with your hero. We know you agreed with Dave.
Oh, Mineta or whatever is that little purple dude's name. He's the one that has like purple balls that he could throw. Yeah, I remember his name now.
Didn't want to go full blue, huh? All right.
I see what you did there, Doug. I went with my hero.
Yeah. I'm glad you caught the joke. All right, Sean, go ahead.
Dun dun dun. My Hero Academia.
I was going to say it really didn't matter anyway because they already had the category.
Acting like he's about to tie break.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
All right. So they're going to get 20 points out of this. Neon Genesis Evangelion doesn't lose anything else. So they're going to stay at -10. Stage 2 is done and over with. So now we move on to stage 3, which will start on Saturday, which will have the following matches. I have to get off camera because my phone is still charging because it's deciding to take an hour and a half. And we are going to have on Saturday for Animated Hour Power episode 28. It's going to be Jackie Chan Adventures taking on Gravity Falls. Assassination Classroom takes on Ninja Kamui. Ninja Kamui, by the way, is also in -20 territory, so there's a possibility they can go to -30.
Ooh.
Schoolhouse Rock takes on the Bugs Bunny Show. And the main event is going to be the Battle of the Undefeated Perfects, which is Mighty Ducks the Animated Series taking on Dexter's Laboratory. Somebody has the opportunity to sweep and go to 90 points. Then next Wednesday for Animated Showdown episode 28, Inspector Gadget takes on the Flintstone Kids. If the Flintstone Kids get swept, they move to -30. She-Ra, Princess of Power, is going to take on Gem and the Holograms. Yu Yu Hakusho takes on Invincible. Steven Universe takes on Adventure Time, and the main event is going to be Voltron taking on the Transformers. So that is what we got starting off stage 3. Now also a week from Saturday, so February the 28th, is going to be a special. It's not going to be an episode of Animated Hour of Power. It is instead going to be our Judge's Choice special. Eric's going to be the first one up. He's going to get the live show. Dave is going to get the Wednesday show. So it's going to be the Judge's Choice special for Dave too. And so these are the matches, the battles that they picked, and they get to host a show. So that means I get to be a judge. So that is coming up on February the 28th. And then whatever that, and then March 4th as well, because that'll be the date of Animated Showdown. So the rankings for, or the leaderboard for how the divisions are doing as a whole, as far as points go, should be coming out sometime soon. By the time this actually airs, Eric might already have it out. My phone might actually be up to 100% by the time this show airs too. So who knows? And
I hope it does.
Yeah.
Charge a little faster for you.
I'm either gonna go buy a new charger, or I'm more than likely gonna have to get a new phone at some point.
Right.
Which I don't want to do, because then I have to, transfer all my notes and stuff, because all my notes are on this phone.
Set everything back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hassle.
Because I got a lot of notes, because I'm up to, I'm halfway through booking stage 5. I don't want to have to start all over again.
Right.
Because I can't remember the stuff. So I'm either just going to email it to myself, or I'm probably just going to send it to Eric.
Okay.
And then when I get a new phone, you could just send it back to me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Make sure to like and subscribe to the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/When Tunes Combine. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast YouTube channel. This Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to talk No Mercy 2002. We are also make sure to like and subscribe to the Unscripted Sports Show YouTube channel. You're going to find Wildcard Dave on Twitch at TCAX Godsent 95. You'll find Sean on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick at TCAX Reaper. Also, like and subscribe to the Dizzle 97 YouTube channel and Twitch, and the Stabcast YouTube channel with Dangle and Mindy. And we'll see everybody on Saturday as we start stage 3.
Nice.
Peace.
Peace.